Anna. Okay. I have a feeling my head's cutting off. Yes, so good evening. I'll just set myself up again. Hopefully the camera can be all right. Okay, so welcome along to the class today. Like I mentioned yesterday, if you're with me, today is about opening up the hip area and doing some yoga style exercises rather than just the normal Pilates style exercises. So welcome along to the class. We will of course get ourselves ready the same way as usual with our perfect body setup. So we want to have our feet underneath our hips, ankle, knees and hips are all stacked. Shoulders away from the ears and your hands are onto your lower abdominals. Now breathing in through your nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, and as you breathe out, tummy moves in towards the spine. Hands a bit higher, breathing in and sighing out. Come on, I think it's Gracie. Oh, it's Valerie. Good evening. Hi, how are you? Bring the arms down. I'm downstairs again. Inhale, arms up. If you've only just joined me in the last week and you haven't been doing class, I'm downstairs from now on. I'm hoping that it will be better. And the camera is working fine today, but if it does seem to go off, I have all the lights on here, and so hopefully it will still capture me. So come up onto the balls of the feet, stay lifted, arms come up, exhale down to the side. Inhale, arms shift forward, sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms rising up. Then we're going to bend the knees, arms are coming down, your heels will stay elevated, so knees stay forward. Inhale up, exhale to the side. Hope your house survived the wind last night. We were thinking our fence might go down. It's a new fence, but for some reason they haven't connected it very well. Just see it moving a lot in the wind. So my husband's going to go to the neighbours and ask if they can let him sort of tie it up a bit tighter. Sort of haven't gotten around to do that yet. Exhale to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. Come down a fraction more again. And then we're going to do that again. Now we'll do this standing strength leg work first, then we'll get into our sun salutations afterwards. Inhale, arms lift. Then we'll come down more Pilates style on the mat. So let's come up and lower the heels down, and we'll do our balance a bit later too. I am going to just move the screen down a fraction because I want the whole mat to be in, especially when we get into the sun salutations. I just don't know. The head will be cut off. So I might just move back. It's going to be cut off a bit. So we're going to take the legs out wide. I'll just have to move it again when we get into the sun salutations. In fact, if you feel like you're going to slip around a bit, take your socks off. So legs are wide. You've got your feet facing forward. Your arms will be out to the side. And then you're turning your right foot out to the side, keeping your left foot facing forward, and then bend into your legs. So you want to have this at about a 90-degree angle, the right leg. And what you also want to think about is just opening out that hip, squeezing the glutes of your left side. Shoulders stay relaxed and then come right down into it. Think about your breathing. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Go down deeper if you can. Sorry, Anna is screaming and I don't know why. Didn't run her enough in the track today. She was a bit lazy. She didn't want to do much exercise at all. That's what happens when she wakes up at 3 in the morning instead of 4 like yesterday. This training her to sleep on her own has been a bit of a process, continuing process, but it's gonna work. She'll be all right. No, I'll be all right. 2 more. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift up our right arm, our left arm comes down and then come deeper into those legs. And if you can, you just want to look up towards your top arm. Shoulders relax down so they move sort of away from one another. Do 2 more. Now bring this arm onto the thigh and then take the other arm over and bend deeper into the legs again. You should be able to see past your arm, so it's not going in front of your face. Shoulders stay relaxed though, so it's not about bunching your shoulders up. Keep going down low in those legs. Everything we're doing on this side, of course, we'll do on the other. 2 more. Now we're going to straighten this leg out and then find your mat or your leg and then take the other arm up straight so that we're now in the vertical with the arms. And if you can, you look up. If that's too much for your neck, just take your eye gaze downward. So it's a really long sequence of standing strength stuff, but you'll feel the really nice puller at the moment in your waist and also probably in your inner thigh and down behind your knee. So what we're going to do is we're going to bend into that leg again and come back up, but now you're sort of going to turn the angle of your back heel and then you're going to turn your arms so you've got your arms outwards. So your shoulders are staying dropped, come down deep in the legs. The back heel is still pushing down. In a moment, we will come up into a lunge and this leg will come off. So you'll lift the heel when I say we're getting to the lunge, but the toes obviously will stay down. Go down deeper. Okay, so lift off the heel, go down lower and then bring the arms up high. Shoulders relaxed, the arms are up straight. And if you can look up, great. Do 4 more breaths. And get a mini break in between, but it's not going to give your legs much of a break. It's going to give your arms a bit of a break. 2 more. So bring the hands onto the thigh, just turn your feet forward, and then we're going to just let ourselves come into a wide position forward fold. So you can let your hands be down, or you can wrap your hands into the elbows and just relax here. So the fact that our legs are straight, it's going to give them a little bit of a break. It's not staying in that strength position. All right, so we're going to come to the other side. So let's just bend up, and we're going to have now our left foot turning. Our arms are out, and then we bend into our leg. So again, we keep our shoulders and hips stacked on top of one another. Ideally, team, if you can see yourselves in a mirror, you want to do that because you want to make sure your technique is sharp when you're doing these exercises. Any Pilates exercise, you want to focus on technique. Shoulders relaxed, arms are straight. Spread the toes. Come on down. Just got an email before from the school, my other school, saying that inappropriate contents have been spreading on social media. Watch out what your kids see, which of course mine don't see anything, but I wonder what that is. I'm curious. I hope it's nothing like animal cruelty. I really hope it's not. They said it's disguised as something like harmless, and then you click into it. I'm not going to click into anything. I haven't looked on my Facebook for a while, but gee, not since I spread all the environmental stuff. That's what I put on my Facebook. And publicised classes every so often. So team, lift the arm up, come down deeper. This is our sun warrior. So keep pushing that knee of the left leg away from you towards the back of the room. Don't let it roll in towards the big toe, better through towards the little toe. Go a little deeper in. Strengthen and pull that thigh around, squeezing the butt. When I was training today, there was a couple there that were training. Well, I wasn't training, one of the kids were training. And one of the girl, there was a couple, a guy and a girl. The girl looked like she had a fake bottom. She was tiny everywhere, little waist, and then this huge, very significantly placed bottom. Oh, couldn't believe it. Bring your leg down, bring your arm over and sink down deeper. My husband's like, I can't look. I'm like, I don't mind you can look. Just like, it didn't look real. Thank the Kim Kardashians for that look, eh? Keep going down lower. 2 more. And then straighten it out, come down with your arm, the other leg goes straight up. It's the fashion too, the way the people, those younger people wear their clothes these days. They have like pants like I've got on, but then they have no top on and just a little, it's a bra, crop top. It's a fashion, I don't know. You can come down onto the flat hand, do so. If your neck is feeling any soreness, eye gaze goes down. Shoulders relaxed. And that nice pull again through your waist and also through the thigh down to the back of the knee area. Nice stretch and strength. We're going to gently come down into the bent knee, come up, and then turn your heel to get us into warrior one. So then your arms are going to turn, and we're just coming down, shoulders stay relaxed, straighten your back leg out, bracing the belly in. Let me know if the night sessions are better down here as well. I mean, I was so freaked with the camera situation the other day that thankfully yesterday it was okay. What I've done is I'm not putting the camera on like a half an hour early. I'm leaving it to put on like a minute or so before the class, just in the hope that if the computer's on and then it blacks out, and then I put it back on, at least the camera hasn't had any issue. At least that's what I'm going to try and do. Hopefully it will work. Come down lower. Now turn off your heel. Arms come up. We're in our lunge. Go down deeper. 4 more breaths. Okay, so we're going to turn to the front again, bring ourselves forward and have another stretch. And what I might do is I'm going to have to move the screen in a moment because we've still got to do some sun salutations and now balances. You just might not see the feet very much. I'm worried about that. If I move the screen up. It's bent. Actually, I might keep it like this because it doesn't matter if the head's cut off a bit. And I might just turn it this way. So my head's going to be cut off, but most of the time we're down anyway. And then I'll move it up a little bit for our balancing. So hands by your thighs, palms facing forward. Inhale, arms lift up, looking up. Exhale, halve your body, hands come to the side of your feet. Now we're taking our right leg back as we inhale. And then the left leg goes back as you exhale to the down dog. Inhale, come through to your plank, keeping your belly braced, and then lower and hover off the mat. Push up through the arms, looking up, and then exhale back to the down dog. Bending your knees deep, right leg lunges through the hands, inhaling, then the left leg comes in. Inhale, rise tall, and then hands just come to your side. Let's go again. Headless Tamara says, inhale up, and then halve your bodies, exhaling. Left leg goes back this time as you inhale, drop the hips looking forward, other leg goes back, and you're looking towards your knees in the down dog. As you float to the plank, your eye gaze goes down, and you keep it down as you lower to your crocodile. Push up through strong arms and look up in your cobra, and then push back to your down dog. Again, you're looking through the legs. Bend the knees deep, left leg lunges through the hands, inhale, then the right leg comes in. Inhale, rise tall. Start position. Just 2 more times, nice and deep with the breathing. And then let it all out as you come to a forward fold. Right leg goes back, inhale. Then go back to the down dog again. Inhale through to plank. Belly, switch it on tight as you lower and exhale. Push up through strong arms. Try not to let the knees come down in between. And push back to the down dog. Stepping forward with your right leg again, inhaling. Then the left leg joins it. Inhale, come tall. Hands to your side, and we've got 1 more time. Inhale, rise up. Let's let it all out as you come through. Taking your left leg back. Take it back to the exhalation, down dog. Come through to plank. We lower and hover. Through up to your cobra, looking up if you can, and exhale back to the down dog. Stepping forward, left leg. Then the other leg sighing out. Inhale, rise tall. And then hands come to your side. And I'll come in just to lift the screen for a moment while we do our balances, and then I'll bring it back down again when we move down onto the mat. So nice lot of yoga positions to start us. Some balancing like we always do in this class. So let's get into our starters to begin. So you want to just turn yourself open. This will get into the right side. I'll just lift my pants up a little bit higher, like that girl had, and then she has a little crop top. And just know, I'm like, it's not that warm, it was 16 degrees. Like I wanted to show my body off. 2 more. Open the arms out, turn your foot open, and let's move to the floating half moon. 4 more. I don't ever go into the gym part at Fitness First, but I wonder, Val, you probably know, do women do that at the gym as well? Or is it just fashion to walk around the streets and do it in the park? I don't know. I've seen people walk around the streets, young girls these days, with the high pants and a little crop top. It's an odd fashion. I don't know. Guess it looks all right. I don't even know what the men's fashion is. I take no notice of men, really. Not at all. 2 more. So we're going to open the foot out, open the arms out, and start to work your way down. Come on out of that one. Good job. So we're going to get into our holding of both, lacing both hands around your knee. Shoulders stay dropped. We're going to do our lockdown balance at the start as well as at the end, just to see if after we do a few yoga style exercises that we get a little bit more length. And of course, the strength that we'll make from our core work. So take a hold of that knee and take your other arm out to the side. So you can stay here or you can join me. My arm is making so much noise. Pick up the foot and then just take that leg away. This is a pleasant noise. The noise I hear at 3 in the morning. Mommy, come and give me a hug. I want a hug. All right, so I'm going to give her a hug. Let's bring it in, lower it down, change lace the hands, and then I'll leave the room in a second later. Mommy, I want another hug. And it just goes on and on until I get angry and I say to her, enough. Okay, Mommy. And then she'll take a while and she'll be like, Mommy. It was 2 hours. It went on for 2 hours this morning. I want a hug. Finally at 5:30 she drifts off. And then at 5:55 she wakes up and I'm like, okay, that's acceptable. But, one day it will get better, team. One day I will feel normal again. Probably when I stop giving these to her. When she doesn't have that, oopsie, then I'll be like, I'll have my body back again. Okay, so let's take the leg out before I lose balance again. And then when you're ready, if you want, lock down balance. I wish the other side was like this side. I feel like it's really improved. Have you guys felt like the improvement's been there on your end? It must be. If you're doing these classes with me on a weekly basis, I'm doing these in every class. You must be getting better too. All right, bring it on in, lower it down. We'll get into our tree. And then we are going to do some sort of lunging style hip opening exercises. Hands to heart, third eye, or lift. And they do get your heart rate up. So that's nice to know, but then we'll get into the core, more core focused stuff. So looking up if you can. Gently bring the arms down and we'll switch to the other foot. So again, hands to heart, third eye or lift, shoulders stay dropped. Do a few more breaths and then we're going to get into a down dog to actually start the next lot of exercises, but I will move the screen down because after that we'll just come straight down onto the mat. Okay, so bring the arms down. I'll move my mat forward. You can get a drink of water if you so desire. Otherwise, come into your down dog. Wait for me there. Should be all right. So, down dog. So what you're going to do is you're going to pulse for 4, 3, 2, then you spring one leg up for 4, and you pulse for 4, 3, 2, then you take the leg back into the down dog. It's a modified down dog because you're bouncing. Then the other leg springs up for 4. It's like that. And take it back for 4. Change legs, go. Take it back. Change legs. So you see how this is really opening out your hips. Take it back. Change again, team. So it's just constantly doing the 4 pulses, changing legs and breaking them up with the down dog in between. Change. And back we go. Change, change. One of them's coming, I'm not sure. Go back. You must be out of the shower. Other leg, go, go. Starting to get tired in the legs, I hope so. Go back. Go again, one more time each side. Go, go. And back. Last time. And back to down dog, hold, hold. Strong. Come forward. Float through. Come onto your elbows. So give our wrists a break. Let's get into some planks here. So feet together, shoulders away from the ears, belly switch it on, palms stay together. Nice deep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you're shaking a bit, that's a good thing. Yeah, they're definitely coming. Bring one arm in, sorry, and then lift up. Shoulders, just relax them. Hips keep going up as high as you can take them. Ideally, your feet are stacked, okay? You can also have your bottom knee down if that needs to be. ¿Tienes medias puestos? Sí. Okay. Back to the center. Porque estaba restaurando. Anda mostrando tus camisetas. Anna's got some nice little ice creams on her shirt. The shirt used to be owned by Alva. Muéstralos tus lados. Ven atrás más. I want you to see the holes in the sides. Muéstralos los lados. ¿Haz la vuelta? La vuelta? We can't see. Go to the other side. But she loves it so much, she doesn't want to get rid of it. Abrázame. Pues Mito no sabe decir a ti. Abrázame. Down. Back to the center, please. Huh? No. No quiero. 4 more breaths and then we'll step up onto our hands. That way our wrists have had a break from those lunging kind of pulse exercises. Ooh, step on up. And we're there. So shoulders away from the ears. strong belly. Keep your weight back in the heels. Do a few more. It's a challenge, especially coming in after all those sun salutations. Come on to the side again. And of course, those springy lunges, your arms are working there. But after this, your arms aren't going to do anything, I promise. So I hope your shoulders and your wrists are okay. Back to the center, please. Keep the feet locked. Keep the weight back in the heels. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. First day, I didn't have to have the heater on. When we came back in, though, I did put it on, but it hasn't actually switched on, so it's not actually cold enough to put it on, you know, for it to get on. Not bad. Bring the other hand in. Turn, we stack, we lift. I didn't put the washing out to dry, that's why I put it out in the house. So I thought if I have the heater on, it will dry out. I haven't felt it, it should hopefully dry by tomorrow. But I feel like I'm sweating today, so that's good. Hopefully you're feeling nice and warm with these exercises. So back to the center. Shoulders away from the ears. Weight in the heels, belly braced. Nice and deep with the breath. The other one's coming. Pick it back and pick it back. 4 more breaths. Then we'll continue with the ab theme. We're going to lie on our back though. Don't know which will be best for the shadows. So I'm going to stay on this side. Just flip over when you're ready. And we're going to come onto our back.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, hi Valerie.
Hi, Valerie.
Now chin tucks into the chest.
Hi, Valerie.
Head and shoulders lifted.
Hi, Valerie.
Feet pointed up.
Hi,
And then
Valerie.
come up.
Hi, Valerie.
Fair school, Joe.
Hi, Valerie. Hi, Valerie.
Who else is breathing? Exhale on the lift, inhale as you lower. Have a quick check of your tummy. See that it's moving down as you're rising up. Puedes dejarme abajo, mira aquí.
¿Qué ponía mis brazos?
¿Cepillaron dientes?
Sí.
Yeah.
No importa tanto, estoy haciendo la saliva para hacerlo mejor.
Es verdad. So exhale on this one, and then come back only halfway, so your tension stays on, and then lift again. So no break in the tension, because you're not coming all that way back. All the way back. Yeah.
Calorie.
Valerie, not calorie.
She told you that you were Valerie.
Here's Valerie.
Valerie. My dad saying Valerie.
2 more.
And you Valerie.
And then we're going for needle one. So come up and then centimetre back. Tiny lift and lower.
Valerie. Valerie.
Still fairly light out there, and it's about to hit 6 o'clock. Can't wait for the longer days.
Wow.
I'm a fan of like daylight saving, but not necessarily when you got little kids. You guys will know what I'm saying. Todo bien tiempo, mi amor. Do 4 more. Sí, lee el libro. Hold this one up, and then just come with your arms forward, shoulders stay relaxed, and then slowly we're going to roll up. Sí. And then halfway back. I say coming back halfway, shoulders. I suspect I know who it is, but I won't mention your name because you haven't said hello. So I'll keep you there in with me. What is it? Sube. Okay, so shoulders away from the ears. We're going to inhale, open the arms out, and then exhale, close them up. Inhale, open up. Too good. Inhale, open, and exhale and close. Shoulders stay relaxed. Do 4 more. Last 2. We'll get into some lower abdominals. Hold here. Let's slowly roll back. Take your time, take your time. And then when you're ready, please bring the legs up. And we're going to just flex your foot, take one leg away. Then the same leg goes out of the diagonal. Then the other leg goes away. Then out to the diagonal. So change legs again. So each leg does 2 times, but 1 time straight, 1 leg diagonal. Now your option, of course, is to take the leg out, but on a higher angle, so that way your back stays a little bit less worked, I guess you could say, more protected that way. But if your back is feeling fine, then please, by all means, do these low ones with me. You might feel it click in your hip when you're taking the leg out. If you do, just don't take it out to the diagonal as far. Gosh, they're noisy, aren't they? So we're going to just do 1 more lot on each side, and then we're going to get into a little bit more upper belly, and then the lower belly again, and then we'll go into some back exercises. All right, so let's bring our heels back down to start basic abdominal strengtheners again. Chin into the chest, and let's roll up. It may seem like my arms on the ground, but it's not, okay? It's staying lifted. I'll keep it behind for now. I was showing the girls a song before this from the sort of the 90s, late 90s, start of the 200s. I'm up and then halfway back. It was a Christina Aguilera, and it was Come On Over. I love her voice, it's amazing. Anyway, it was low riding pants, and Alba was just like, her pants are so low, and I'm like, yep, that was the fashion. That's how I feel comfortable. I don't like these high riding pants. I don't like them at all. I always feel like you have to pull them up. The low ones are just perfect to sit where they are. That's fine. I don't think they make low pants anymore. Everything's sort of high. Oh, but how would I know? I don't shop. And I reckon most of us haven't been shopping for months anyway. But prior to that, I don't know the last time I went to the shops to buy clothes, I mean. I had to pass the Aldi this morning. I did that after my walk, and I was pleased to see that it was quiet. The last time I went past there was Wednesday week or so ago, and it was a line because of the Wednesday specials. I think I mentioned it on one of my classes. Yeah. Today was nice and quiet. 2 more, and then we'll do our little ones. So exhale on the up, centimetre back. Poor Julian Assange, eh? Such corruption. Anyway, I'm not going to get into politics tonight. I've just done it. That's enough. Do for 1 more. So we're going to hold this one up for me. Bring the arms forward, keep the shoulders away from the ears. Really slow, take your time, come on up. Now sitting tall, come back halfway, but this time please take your legs out wide. Arms coming narrow, inhale, open, and exhale and close. So it's the same arms we did before, but out with the legs makes it a whole new level of burn, right? Inhale, open, and exhale and close. Inhale, open, and exhale and close. Or more, so not too many. So bring the feet back in and then just slowly take your way back down, really slow. No break, I know they're burning, but bring the legs up. This is the last lot of abdominals for tonight. Lower belly, double leg, take it away, then open it out. Then close the legs and then bring it back in, yeah? So inhale away or exhale, whatever you prefer. Super strong in that, guys. And that's why it's so strong we won't do too many. You might notice my feet aren't going as low as they did when it was the singles. And that's just to protect the back. Do 3 more. Lucky last. And then pull the knees in and just roll yourself until you get a bit of momentum. Hopefully you feel like there's a really strong burn in through the tummy. Before we get into our back exercises, I might just get us to do one quick stretch just to lengthen out what we just did then. So just coming to your cobra, you feel that lengthening out, shoulders stay relaxed, and you'll feel this sort of pull in your back too. I said we're not going to do much weight bearing, so that just is a stretch, but we're not going to do much weight bearing. We're not going to do any at all now. So heels together, knees apart, flexed foot so that they're Charlie Chaplin, feet out away from each other, and then lift your knees and thighs. Down and lift. When they come down, not too far down. Oh my gosh, Hera and me and my husband are such idiots, and I'll tell you why. On my walk this morning, I saw 2 pot plants that had fallen over, and they looked like trees that were probably, I don't know, 1.5 meters. And they were both identical, and I'm like, oh, I think they're going to be a sort of gum tree, and it looks like nobody wants them. And I knew that later in the day we're going to drive past that same area, so I said to him when we finished training in the afternoon, let's go past and see if those trees are there, and then we can bring them home and find a place in the garden to plant them. He's like, good idea. So I'm driving up High Street, and I'm going very slow, like a really bad driver, and then I spot them, so I stop, and he goes out to get them, and then he brings them into the car. So this is his idiot part. And I'm like looking at them, and they're all dusty, and I'm like, oh, they must have been indoor plants, and they just don't want to look after them anymore. And then I'm like, are they real? Like, are these real plants? They're plastic. So he picks them up. He's the one that's brought them into the car. They're not real plants. They're not real trees. So here we've got 2 plastic trees that we put in front of our garage, just I guess make it look a little bit tree, even though they're fake. But I thought, oh, there's no point putting it into rubbish. All right, so stop there. We're going to take the legs straight. They're still off the mat. Inhale, they're opening, and then exhale, they're closing. Sorry, my earrings just coming up. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. Now the key here is that when you close, you bring your thighs, your heels, they come together and they squeeze. And that way you're going to get not just into your back, but into your glutes and into your thighs a bit too. One more. And yes, we did clean our hands really, really well after we got those plants. Look, the cases in this area are very low. I think that if we were to get coronavirus from grabbing those plants, it would be extremely unlucky. 2 more. So take the legs down, just give them a break as you come forward into your Sphinx. So your elbows are underneath your shoulders and just pull forward. And then we're going to just do a little bit more back exercise here. And then we'll get into a couple of stretches if you want for your hips before we come up to standing and do some balance. So back down, legs are back up. This time the feet are in narrow and they're going for a kick. So this is a half swim. So the arms are not in, but if you do want to incorporate arms, they come forward and they're doing the same thing, fast little paddle. If your neck is sore, you can have your forehead down. Okay, stop there. Bring your arms in, and then the legs are going to take them out wider and they're going to lift up. So they're staying out wide, lifting and lowering. Optional arms, same thing, but they're forward in a V, lifting and lowering. 4 more. If you have any requests for tomorrow morning, let me know, but I'm not going to do the same class tomorrow morning, okay? 2 more. And bring the arms in narrow, bring them in and push up into your cobra again. Shoulders stay relaxed. You want to be in the Sphinx. If it's too much for you to be in the cobra, please by all means just come down onto the elbows. Uh-oh. All I can hear Amira saying is, what are you doing? What are you doing? There's doing something naughty. Come up onto your knees, toes together, knees apart, sit back into your child's pose. Just a quick few stretches here before we come up to standing. So we're going to get into a seated position with the heels together, knees apart. I think it's the word. Just relax those knees down. Tomorrow night, of course, we'll be doing a full stretch class, and I can incorporate the face yoga as well, because I've been doing that every day, and I do feel like starting to pull my forehead back. It's getting a bit tight. But then the poor sleep is making these bags under the eyes. So I'm doing these tap, tap, tapping. I'm hoping that's helping. We do what we can, right? So we're going to bring our left leg under, hold on to your right foot and take it away, and then your right arm goes behind. If you can look at the hand behind, do so. Now bring the back hand forward and hold on to the foot as well, and then lift that leg up higher if you can. I'm just trying to peek through here. If you want, you can hold on to your calf or the ankle if that feels better. And in a moment, the right hand's going to stay holding on to this right foot, and it's going to take the foot out to the side. So I find it's easier if I bring my hand onto the inside and hold the big toe. So if you want to try that, do so. Or you can hold on under the thigh or under the knee. Two more breaths. Okay, so let's bring that leg down underneath and then pick up the left foot with the right arm, and then the left arm goes back, and then you're looking back as well. So bring the hand forward, bring the leg up higher. I'm holding on with both hands. Again, you can bring your hands down underneath the calf or ankle, whatever feels right. So hold on to the big toe with the same foot, if you can, if you want to, and then take the leg out. Try and just make sure you're nice and tall through your heart, lifted through the spine. And bring that down, and we will make our way up to standing to do some balancing. So I'll move the screen up because otherwise I'll be headless again. Hopefully you can see the head. I'll come back more. Let's get straight into the lockdown balance, eh? No, let's do an aeroplane because that will lengthen out our legs first, and then that will be great to hopefully take the lockdown balance out to the side. So step onto your left foot, arms float, and then take your right foot off the mat. Now the straighter that you keep, the straighter that you keep your supporting leg, obviously the more of a lengthening sensation pull you're going to feel, and it will make your lockdown balance all the more effective. Two more. And bring it up. I just finished that Racketeer book. It's good. Check it out if you haven't read it. Bring the arms out. And if anyone's got a good recommendation for a book, let me know. John Grisham, I think it was. Pretty sure. Don't pay much attention. Not to the titles of books usually, but anyway. Can you see my balance is off today? I like that. It happens. I don't give up. That's the main thing. Come on out of that. Let's get into our lockdown balance. Left arm out. Don't want to kick the wall. Right knee out to the side. And then if you can, hold on to your foot and out we go. Some improvement compared to the start. Still not easy. And bring it in. Not in. A bit easy. Other side. Too close to the wall. Foot if you can manage it. Okay, bring it in. Lower it down. We'll just do our tree. So right foot along the side of the left leg. Remember your hands can be at your heart. Third eye or lift. Shoulders stay dropped. Should be easy to look up. And of course, if it's not, then just look straight ahead or slightly down. Let's tell them that Bluey's starting. Bluey está comenzando. Change sides. That'll make them run. This is when they're allowed to watch some TV. I like Bluey. It's cute. It's so cute. And when I found out that Bluey was a girl, not a boy dog, I was like, it's perfect because I've got two little girls. Look up. It gives Ramiro a bit of cultural insight into Australia. One more. You can hear them probably, they're singing along to the start. Bring the arms down, release the foot, feet to hip width distance apart. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up, exhale, let them all go. Inhale up, let it go. Bend the knees deep to protect the back. 2 more. So bring the arms around, shake it out. Hopefully that didn't freeze then. It felt like it looked like something froze. So listen, if you are going to join me tomorrow morning and you do want to do something specific, let me know, send a message, and I'll probably see it tomorrow morning right before I start the class. If not, I'll do whatever I feel like in the moment. So thanks for joining me, and yeah, have a nice night. Bye.